So is this the line for Dragon's Maze?
Wow, the line is really long.
Mommy, there's no
We'll meet up
shade.
later,
How long will you wait?
as long as it takes.
So you guys are only gonna do this one ride all day?
It won't be that long, probably.
Mom, can you get us food?
But wait, are they cutting?
Caleb, food is so far away.
Should I say something?
Daddy, pick me up. Mom!
Hey, there's a line here.
Daddy, swing me.
That's like 20 people.
my God.
One person holds the line for 20 people? This is bull.
Don't go there. Go on a real vacation. Go RVing. Learn more at GoRVing.com.
Welcome to Co-Play Media, a look inside the world of video games, anime, and the Blerd community. And now, here are your hosts, DeAyres and D-MO.
Welcome to Co-Play Media.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So we got here.
I'm D-MO. I'm here with DeAyres, my co-host. We've been doing this for a little bit.
We are Co-Play Media. The purpose of who we are and what we have to offer is that we argue, debate, discuss the past, present, and future of video games and the anime Blerd community. We've been doing this now about 4 years.
Yeah.
We've been trudging our way up. You know what I'm saying? We finally made it.
You've been doing it a little longer than I have.
A little bit longer.
I think I came on about halfway through.
You came about like the halfway mark, but I
it's all good.
still consider you, man. You've been here from
yeah.
you've been the day one,
I've
bro.
been here in spirit.
Yeah,
the whole
hey,
time.
spirit with me. I love it.
Awesome.
And we cover all types of video games, all types of anime, all types of greatness, movies,
Everything.
all the good stuff. Younger stuff, older stuff. We love it all. If you're interested in, me personally, I grew up playing a lot of video games. Like that was my thing. I did football and I did video games and I did video games and I did football. That was
Everything.
that was
Every
my
day,
that was
right?
that was the everything. Day out, baller's life.
It's a healthy young man. I did about the same thing. Anime, football, basketball, baseball, everything in between.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, anime is very important.
It's very important. We've had like a strong upbringing in it. You know what I'm saying? Like the Final Fantasies, the Street Fighters, XCOM. Like if you guys ever played a good strategy game, like I can't say XCOM enough. Like if you want something that's hard, something with aliens, like I don't even want to get derailed. I'm getting derailed already because I just love it all so much, man. Like I love it to death. Also, we love anime such as Trigun, DBZ, Samurai Champloo.
Classic stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I came up with the that Toonami block.
Oh,
the Ronin Warriors.
Oh man, like raised us.
DBZ.
Oh, dog.
Yeah.
Didn't they have Yu Yu Hakusho on there too?
They did. They
Yu Yu
did.
Hakusho went hard, bro.
Yeah, that was one of the better ones.
Oh yeah.
Even against popular belief, but Sailor Moon's actually a pretty good. I think that was my intro into everything. Like waking up early morning, like that was the only thing on. I'm eating cereal and got Sailor Moon on in the back with it.
Hey, I won't even lie. Like I saw it too, bro. Like I saw with the little cats in the background. You can't be doing this, Serena. Hilarious. I love that show. And they always had like the same move that they did every time.
Every episode, man.
Just stay working that same move.
I feel like
man.
that's like the precursor to the Power Rangers and everything. That's when you first got the first color-coded superheroes and...
So, like D-MO, just kind of going into the whole discussion about like who we are and everything. Like, what would you say? Like, what anime influenced you while growing up? Would you go with like the everything off the Toonami block? Was that pretty much the starter? You're gonna add in like Adult Swim?
That's the starter pack. But if I had to say one anime in specific, it had to be Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Dragon Ball Z is like the gateway to most young boys getting into anime, right?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to the international channel.
Yeah.
Too.
And I would watch it
doing it before anybody else could
in
do it.
Japanese. Like, no subtitles, just watching the action.
I know the stuff is tight.
But I think that's what made it so good was that from the first episode, it's straight action, right?
Yeah.
So as a young boy, probably getting ready to hit that adolescent puberty age, like that's all you into. You kind of got a lot of energy pumped up. So to be able to see it played out in your cartoons, that's not Looney Tunes or something like that. You're like, anime, what is this?
Like it just added like that violence, that deep structure, that story that just kind of really.
And that's what I think makes anime stand out for me, because it's always a deeper meaning to what's going on. Like, yeah, there's explosions, there's people fighting, punching each other in the throat.
But you know, one thing I do love about a lot of animation is that they always kind of bring it around. Like, there's usually like a lot of historical references that they bring into it. Like, they bring in a lot of good stuff that historically is kind of enlightening if you weren't knowing about it. Like, isn't Goku related to, what is it, Sayuki, Journey to the East? West?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Ape King and the whole.
Like the Japanese culture, like your
yeah.
Shinto mythology and stuff like that. But it's funny you say that, because there's always been that. Well, more recent, I've noticed that whole Goku versus Superman thing, right? So I didn't really watch DC comics and cartoons coming up per se.
Okay.
I wasn't really heavy into it, but I feel like Goku is my Superman. Like, he's like...
Goku is the best Superman.
He flies, he's super strength, and he's an alien. Like,
and like, he didn't, like, you know, Superman just kind of had it. Like, Superman was just born and he was just there. Like, Goku had to struggle. Like he had to struggle to fly, you feel me? Like, he had to ride a cloud until he got his game up.
Yeah,
and then he was
that's
able to jump off Nimbus.
Now...
Everyone forgot about Nimbus, by the way.
Yeah, the Nimbus cloud. Yeah, remember?
Just faded.
But I feel like it's a lot of similarities between the two. So for my I think that generation coming up with me, Superman is more like my dad's superhero, whereas Goku is my Superman. Like, yo, this dude fly too. He's strong. Like,
strong too.
Yo, if you grab his tail, that's it.
That's it.
He's no good.
It's one of those things,
anybody.
like strength through struggle. Like,
yeah.
Like, struggle, went through it, came up, came back.
And anime, you can follow it. Like, you can grow up with anime. Like, he was a kid and now he's an adult. Like, I'm here too. Like, we went through the same thing.
In fact, I kind of feel the same way about like shonen overall. Like, shonen is one of those things that are really good for adolescent kids, folks who are growing up and stuff like that. I think it really, really gives a lot of, you know, encourages diversity kind of thing.
Oh yeah. And it teaches a lesson. You know, keep working hard. Through hard work,
you
can do anything.
You can make it. I can be, you know, the strongest ninja in my village.
Right.
Oh man. So like, what video games would you say like would define your idea of fun?
Man, Super Nintendo was very important to me.
Oh yeah.
Super Nintendo was, you know, Star Fox and Mario, Tecmo Bowl. I actually still play that.
You still play the Tecmo Bowl?
I have a Super Nintendo in my basement where I play NBA Live 95.
The throwback is vicious.
Yo, the throwbacks are where it's at right now.
Oh yeah, throwbacks are definitely where it's at.
But I think I had a good variety of games coming up that actually kind of influenced my taste.
Oh yeah.
I like the adventure of Star Fox, you know, the platform of Mario, and then of course the sports, you know, Madden, Tecmo Bowl, the grandfather
Madden
of everything.
Since ever.
Yeah.
96 to be specific. I think.
We won't talk about Madden.
Oh yeah, you're not that great at Madden. Huh?
I'm great at Madden, but Madden itself is somewhat of a disappointment these days.
Ooh, Madden has been like sliding off
because there's no competition in the market.
Like they just been rehashing this stuff over and over. I'm not gonna put Madden down.
It's a travesty.
I'm not gonna put it down. Too many people love Madden too much.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship.
It's gotta be. I'd say for me, man, like straight Street Fighter, man. Street Fighter, nothing brought like that broke down like my idea of a fighting game. You feel me? Like that whole Hadouken thing, like with the quarter circle forward, man. Like, hey, it took me like I still ain't mastered the whole Zangief full circle joint where you do like I can only do that when I jump and like do it in air and then like that's the only way I've been able to pull it off. Like I couldn't do it no other way. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I can only use Ken and Ryu.
Yeah, just bring
because they're the same person for one.
Hey, just bring it back down to the basics, bro.
Like Guile and Dhalsim, I can't do anything with those guys.
Bro, I'm playing Smash. Like, I'm still trying to use Ken and Ryu. Like, they got, like, let me get that dragon uppercut.
Yeah.
Like, won't let me down.
Yeah, that's a good fighting game. Did you ever like segue into like King of Fighters and anything like that?
So I played King of Fighters, and I will say that they are good games. Just they are knockoffs. They are knockoffs of the original Street Fighter.
Yeah.
They're great. They're great at what they do. It's just like Street Fighter like mastered it for me.
Yeah.
Like that was like the main. And then they started building up on it with the bro, you remember Marvel vs. Capcom 2, bro?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Remember
man.
Capcom versus SNK?
Oh yeah.
Man, that was actually a pretty good game, though.
Like that was like the hardest of the hard times right there with the like 40, 50 characters.
Yeah, it was
like,
too much. It was almost overkill.
It was almost overkill, but I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
So now we're here. We're here now at DC Radio, man. We finally made it. We finally came up. You know, we plan to have like a range of awesome guests for you in the future, man. We got DC Anime Club. You know, we got a range of different folks that we who do voiceover work, who direct, who are coming out with their own games, their own video game developers. We plan on having them. We plan on having folks who go into the styles of folks who wear anime, you know, the anime
the cosplay
gear,
stuff.
the cosplayers and stuff. Hey, shout out to those cosplayers, man.
That takes some bravery.
It not only is it brave, but the creativity and how you make. Like I seen like a dude fully dressed up as Iron Man, had the lights going through his arms and everything.
Man, with like the working face mask and everything.
With the working arm, he had
That's
the arm
crazy.
that would come out and it would look like it's shooting, but it would never actually shoot. It just had the light. And it was like choo choo choo. I was like, oh,
sound effects.
that's like super tight, bro. Like that's super tight. Like I like that.
Yeah, I mean, cosplayers. That's just a whole different avenue. Like I like anime to a point. I don't know if I like it where I want to dress up and walk around in the costumes. I haven't gotten there. Maybe I haven't gotten there yet.
You know what? The only thing that has stopped me has been the lack of things that I can dress up as. But I do have one that I think I can murder. I could kill it, man. As Saz. Saz from, what was it, Final Fantasy 13? With the Cabbage Patch Baby? He had the Cabbage Patch Baby. He had the bird in his fro. He had a fro. He had the jacket with 2 guns.
He was just walking around with a baby in his arm.
Well, the baby was around. You know, the baby was around. Like the baby, he talked, he did stuff. You know, but he was he was around.
Not Cloud though, like most normal.
Bruh, how am I gonna pull off a Cloud, man? I mean, the beard. I'm not.
How do most people pull off any cosplay?
That's true. That's true. I think it's whatever flavor and style that you bring to it. You know.
Yeah. And cosplaying is getting different, man. I've seen guys dress up as women.
More power to them,
like
man. More power to them. Like
it was weird because I don't think it was cross dressing, but it was like
it was cross-play,
the man version of a woman character.
Which
was strange. It was a little confusing a little bit.
You know, cosplay. You know, there's a range with cosplay. Any of it which I'm happy with. If you look any way, shape, or form how any of the people that I grew up watching, you did it for me. Like you were awesome. If I see like a chick dressed up as Samus, like that rocks. You know,
right.
If I see like a dude dressed up like one of the characters from Hajime no Ippo, you know, just like some boxing gloves and just I was like, yo, that's tight. That's tight. You know,
but you gotta appreciate how much work and time people put into the costumes.
Man,
too,
like the designs that they put in it, like you've seen some crazy stuff made out of metal. We actually talked to the Man of Arms guys, the Man at Arms with the
guys that make the blades and stuff.
Oh yeah. I seen the reverse blade that they did. They had the Rurouni Kenshin reverse blade. Wow. They had the saw, like they had like a saw broadsword.
Wow,
it was awesome. Those guys are awesome. Man.
I mean, it takes hard work. Dedication, and I'm pretty sure some long nights.
You know what else takes a lot of hard work, bro?
What?
That esports, the esport competition is blowing up.
Yeah.
Like esports is coming through. Like
That's
esports is about to be big right now.
That's getting big. So what are you playing right now that they have an esport league?
I play a lot of the Overwatch, man. Overwatch is awesome. Like if you can, the hardest part of Overwatch is really setting up your own team of 5. Like that's the hard part. Like the coordination and then the supers and then all that. Like that's just.
I think that's why I'm having a hard time like getting into it.
It's hard. And then, with esports and how everything is going, it moves at such a rate where certain games are falling off, certain games are coming on. So you got to be really up to date with what's going on.
And the thing is, a lot of these developers are putting the games out where it's like, oh, here's the preview of the game. It's like, man, where's the real game?
Bro, don't get me started on Anthem, man. I will derail everything right now just to talk about how Anthem has disappointed me, bro. Like,
man.
Anthem... What can I say? I spent $80, man.
Whoa!
I spent $80, bro. I ain't played, man, like $80 for some skins. Like I paid like an extra dub for like some skins and a weapon. And they still trying to fix that, man. They still trying to fix it, and I don't think it'll ever get there.
No, I don't. I mean, they put it out with no intention of having it be something of value.
I can't do anything with it. I can't do I certainly can't do no PvP with it.
Right.
I player versus everything like it's kind of just whack.
It's whack.
It's the story is lacking.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
The first weapon that you get is still the strongest weapon in the game.
You're lying.
Yo, the level 1 rifle, bruh. The level 1 rifle is still doing a lot of damage than the end game guns,
Yeah. As far as esports for me, though, I'm still playing a lot of Rocket League, man.
Rocket League.
I feel like that's the one sport game, right? It's soccer with cars. It's a weird concept, but it works.
I think it's a fantastic concept. It's like a PG concept. Anybody can play it. They got a range of cars. The cars got the turbo and it can flip and stuff in the air. I mean, I like how it looks. It's really hard.
It takes a lot of tactics and thinking and, physics. You got to have a basic knowledge of how physics works to even be good at the game. To even
be any kind of good at that game.
But I feel like just their whole esports and leagues and is one of the better leagues out there as far as I'm concerned. You have a lot that's been going for a while. What's that shooting game people used to play on the computer?
On the computer?
Counter-Strike.
Whoa, I can't believe I forgot about Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike was
CSGO,
I only played that one level though.
Yeah.
The one level. You know what level I'm talking about too.
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
I don't play Counter-Strike.
You don't play Counter-Strike?
But I know it though because it's so big.
There's one level. I just played it for 2 years. It was awesome.
When it came to shooters, I was more of a Black Ops. Yep.
Oh yeah, Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's just classic.
Yeah,
Modern Warfare.
Oh, I will admit, to me, the lack of main story has really taken me out of the Black Ops.
Because they feel like everybody wants to just play multiplayer. Right?
No, I enjoyed it. They had Kevin Spacey. You know what I'm saying? Stuff was happening.
I have to play the story first before I play multiplayer. That's just my thing.
How? How can I play the multiplayer without playing the story mode first?
Yeah, this is how I'm learning how to shoot the gun and aim and get a feel for the game. I need to play these 13 hours first.
That's how it's got to go.
Before I even hop in here.
Because I'm gonna just show up and just get sniped, and then I gotta figure out how to play.
Which does happen.
Oh yeah,
and that's where you get frustrated.
Oh man, because you're just showing up, just getting killed. They already know where you're respawning from.
Takes the fun out of it.
Oh man.
But yeah, man, for me it's Rocket League though. I don't know. I just started playing it and got hooked. It was just one of those games where it's just I'm in it. I like this
for good. I think that's gonna be the future of a lot of esports games. That's gonna be the future of where it's gonna go. I feel as if it's gonna be one of those things where just like Evo, there's gonna be a fighting game competition, then there's gonna be a sports game competition. There's gonna be different ranges of stuff where people can go out for. I just wish there was a more centralized centralized place where folks could come in and get that experience,
Yeah, I feel you. You.
Definitely get it. But, moving forward, man, with that being said, what is your favorite game, hands down, superstar favorite?
Superstar favorite.
Or most impactful, it impacted you, it changed the way you thought about something, or... I can give you mine right now.
Go ahead.
All right. I don't think you have heard of this, but Final Fantasy Tactics. Final Fantasy Tactics really solidified my whole tactical gaming. Like, it's the first time that I had a strategy. It's the first time that I had to build up characters. And the way they did it, I was too young at the time when it really came out for me to appreciate and process it. But I came back around 2 years later and I fell in love with it. And in fact, it's like a creepy thing where like I still play it like every 3 years. Like every 3 years is just enough time for me to forget, to come back in and be like, you know what? I wonder what Delita did. Like Delita wasn't that bad. He was a cool cat. Like, you know, like
Fantasy Tactics. That's interesting.
And then it just got so deep with the characters, and then the characters built on the job classes, and then the job classes you could take with other job classes. So you could go from being a mage to being a knight mage to being a sage mage, and you would just be casting like nothing, but you would have like the armor blocking you. Like, oh man, it was very advanced.
Did you have speaking of all that grinding, it sounds like you had to do.
I love grinding.
Did you have you had an N64, right?
No. I didn't want to say anything about it. Because you're on such a good roll, but I am a Sega kid, bro.
What?
Sega all day.
I mean, I feel like you kind of had to have both.
I had Nintendo long enough to realize I was poor.
Really?
Yes. I was like, I got this because this is what my mother can afford.
What?
And I was like, what's Super? Like, Super
Nintendo?
And my mom was like, nah, you got the Sega, bud. Like, you got the Sega right here. And that was like, that was like the last, I believe that was like the last system that my mother bought for me.
I thought Sega was better than the Nintendo though. So I was asking, but this is a dead subject now, because I was thinking about Quest 64. Quest 64 was this weird RPG where you just were grinding
hard. Yeah.
I don't know that I got halfway through that game.
That's a hard one.
It was very difficult.
That was like anything like Sega, like Super Nintendo. I don't think that I had like the patience for a real strategy game or for like a long RPG grinding kind of game. Like it was something that I had to get, and I think it was like 13, 14 that I kind of got into that age where, you know, I was really like, like I sat down and be like, okay, like, like how do I want to go with it? Like chess pieces, like, how do I want to go about this?
I guess, you know what? If we're talking about what was that game, the favorite personal game growing up that was impactful, I gotta go with Pokemon, man.
Woo! Pokemon. You know what? I
gotta go with Pokemon.
Everybody who's between the ages of like 35 and like they all did that same thing where they had the game. They had the Game Boy and they were under the covers, you know what I'm saying? But they still had the light on.
You didn't have to have the light though.
If you was poor, you had to use the moonlight from the crack of the window to try and like get it in.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Loved it.
But that was a game where I would spend hours. Just hours. 24 hours, I think, at one point.
You know, I'm not even gonna lie. I got the emulator, bro. I got the emulator on my phone right now. Like I'm still playing Yellow right now, man.
What?
Actually,
was pretty good.
I beat Yellow. I actually moved on to the new Pokemon, the one with the they got the different Pokemon.
Yeah,
now.
I'm afraid to even try the new Pokemon. It's like 3-on-3 now,
it's
or
nice.
something, right?
Oh man, like I just got the Switch. I'm gonna get the new Pokemon. I'm not getting that Sword and Shield.
Oh no
stuff.
No, see, Pokemon was big for me because it segued me into the whole trading card thing. Like, you hear about people doing the magic and gathering. I was like, have you heard of starter packs and booster packs?
I remember dudes were dying off of Charizard cards. Like it was hard out there. Like,
I had a Charizard. I still have my Charizard card.
Bro, that's worth like $1,300.
I have it.
Oh, bro, you can like cash that in for like a quick note, man.
I had it at that time when you didn't really know the value of it. So it might be beat. I got to look at it. I keep it at my mom's.
You know what it sound like? Remember when they had the NASCAR jackets?
Yes.
And they were like hyper expensive, but they were too expensive. So if you wore it, your parents were afraid that you were. Right. Like, it was like that.
You out here with that DuPont.
The DuPont with the Oreo and the M&Ms on there. Like you could die, bro. We can't let you out here like that.
Yeah, man. It was that game that opened my eyes. Ooh. Probably opened my eyes up to what the rest of Japan had to offer.
Oh, they were on some next level stuff.
You know what I'm saying? They're always.
Don't even get me started about like Shin Megami Tensei 2. I don't even think anybody even heard of Shin Megami Tensei. Like Shin Megami Tensei is like they kind of did like a Pokemon thing, except the Pokemon are like weird religious figures that have been in the past and stuff like that.
No.
So it's like every religion has a thing, and a thing is a creature, and the creature's got a person.
Jeez.
It's a persona.
That's crazy.
Oh man, I love it.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Persona. Persona 5 was vicious.
What was a game that was like so different than anything else that you had ever played that it just kind of sticks out?
Like when I was a kid or now?
I got
or?
one that comes to mind from the PlayStation.
Ooh, hit me.
Bushido Blade.
Woo! Oh man, like when they would get cut and then their hand would be like messed up for a second.
There's no real like
I love it.
Health bar to speak
No
of.
health bar,
Like,
you just gotta eye it.
yo,
bro, I think I'm gonna die. I think my
person.
character is dying. He's limping through. Like, I hope he's doing well. We're gonna see how he fares.
Definitely
Like,
only using one arm right now.
oh
It's
man,
hanging.
yo, that was huge for me
What's
too.
crazy is nobody else has really done that going
They can't do
forward.
it. They can't do it.
Really?
I think it would be real hard to do to like, because I remember Bushido Blade now because it had the instant kill too.
Yeah.
Because you would like
if I hit you just right, that's it.
That was it.
Like
that was the
real
end
life.
of it. Just like real
I
life.
think the only thing that came close to it that I can think of is like the fight nights. Like turn the health bar off.
Oh yeah, the
Turn
fight
the
night.
health bar
Oh
off and you
man,
just
I was
kinda
cheating at
box.
that. Hey, just every chance is hook. What? Hook. I would just keep bringing it.
Yeah, me and my brother would be playing that. And it's like,
Oh.
you don't really know if you're about to get knocked out until it's about time
It's
to
over,
get knocked
man.
out.
Until
Yeah.
this eye is just all messed up.
Yo, I'm bleeding a lot.
Oh man.
A lot of.
So what would you say, like, what kind of events would you say that we've covered in the past that had to do with our video games and anime endeavors, like, that we can go into?
Well, any anime convention is great to me.
It's fantastic.
Because I don't get to see the art that people are doing out here. And I'm one of those guys where if an anime doesn't look good visually,
Oh, you're not going to do it.
I can't watch it.
Oh, I got to ask you, what about One Punch Man? One Punch Man got
Alright.
the plainest face dude, man. Got the plainest face. Just the plainest face dude ever.
So I like it because that's like my type of humor.
Oh, yeah.
Like if that, he's like my perfect hero
Oh, yeah.
because it's like, I don't really care about much, but I'm great.
Like, yeah, I'm broke, but I'm still on
Right.
there. It'll be over in a second.
Right.
Like, I
look
like to
at
see
my-
somebody do anything.
Look at my hand-me-down suit.
I gotta
Like
get something
nobody
on sale. I gotta go
this.
head to the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? They got stuff on sale. They got crab on sale. I gotta grab that, bro.
I like him because he's basically just a caricature. It's like a reverse caricature of anime characters.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's nothing special about him, but then he's the strongest person
That
anywhere,
ever was.
right?
Yeah.
And he hates it.
I think he hates the lack of a challenge. Like when they did that. Oh man, are we gonna do spoilers? Like we are. Like, we went back. Hey, if you haven't seen the first season of One Punch Man, you need to stop listening because you're not into anime or video games. You just need to stop and go watch that right now. But
Man.
it was super hard. It was
yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, One Punch Man is he's dope.
It's super dope.
It's like a great concept.
Oh yeah,
to me.
like I remember seeing it at one of the conventions and them talking about it. Like, and I remember seeing the pre-screenings. Like, you know how they do the
Yeah.
AMV videos in there.
Yeah.
Like I was seeing about One Punch Man. I was like, this is gonna be the
Yeah.
hardest thing.
Yeah.
And follow up, Mob Psycho 100 is hard.
I've only watched a few episodes of that. I haven't gotten into it as deep as I did One Punch Man.
So One Punch Man, it kind of follows a similar structure. Instead, it's just like instead of a dude being so physically strong,
Say it looks like the same guy just with a toupee on or something.
it's like he is all powerful, but his power is tied to his emotions, so he feels as if he needs to be low key.
Wait, is he like Gohan?
Yes. Like he has the spaz moment, except his
snap.
spaz is like way better. Like his
okay.
spaz is like ultimate, bro.
He didn't
Like,
end up being useless in the end.
no, not like real Gohan,
Dang,
who was useless,
disappointing.
super useless. I can't stand that guy. But yeah, like we've covered some stuff. Like we cover a lot of the conventions. We have covered Awesome Con before. Otakon, Dragon Con,
Okay.
MomoCon.
So if you had to rank things that we've covered, how would you rank it?
It would be hard. Dragon Con would be the biggest. Dragon Con was like 180,000 people when we went. Like Atlanta stopped
Wow.
with Dragon Con. Like, it stopped, and if you went into any Chipotle and music was playing, everybody would fall into like a theme song. Like, don't play a theme song around. It's like something about the convention goers. They love to all sing in groups. Like, we all do. I won't even stunt. Like,
that community,
that community kind of camaraderie.
It's a pretty tight-knit community.
It's very tight-knit.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It's part of the reasons why I love going so much. Like, in fact, we're going into convention talk.
Okay.
Where we talk about what we would talk about if we were in a convention talking to somebody. Dream style, right? Dream style. What if?
What would be the perfect convention talk?
The perfect convention talk, or the perfect person. You know, me personally, I'm going for Luke Cage, man. Luke Cage is gonna be first, foremost. If I could meet that man,
really?
Yes. I'm just a huge fan. Like, think about how many black superheroes there actually.
That's true.
Like, I had Spawn.
That's true.
That's it. That's all I can remember right now. It's just like I had Spawn, and then they had the one moment where they had like the black Green Lantern. But that was like 2015. That was like 2013, 14.
Yeah.
I was pretty much grown by then.
He was really the best Green Lantern, dude.
He was, hands down.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even. I'm trying to think. Like, I'm trying to think of somebody. I guess we can go with Afro Samurai, but he's more of like an anti-hero.
Right. And he's Samuel L. Jackson.
I mean, I think like the style that he has is impeccable.
Yeah. Afro Samurai is, I can get with that.
Oh yeah, it's a fantastic show.
But if I had to, if I wanted to talk to somebody, I like the guy that did Vegeta's voice in the original dub. What's his name?
Oh man, like Jeez, the name escapes me right now. But that was
the best voice acting.
Oh yeah,
ever.
Oh yeah, that guy was awesome. Actually, we actually interviewed him like 2 years ago. The person that we had that was interviewing him was such a big fan of DBZ, they couldn't ask him any questions. They were just like,
wow, just starstruck.
Just like, can you just hit me the voice? And he was just like, you fool. And it was just like, it was over.
Something about those voice actors, man. They're heroes.
They are heroes.
Because I like when you can recognize, like, when they're in different shows.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like Steve Bloom. Steve Bloom, yo, he has got like the best voice.
Yeah, it is like buttery, right?
It's like super buttery. In fact, he was on Logic's album. That's how buttery it was,
yeah,
bro.
I think it helped me listen to the whole album.
Oh man.
Voice.
Oh, like
soothing.
Super soothing. Just,
soothing male voice.
Like, hey, like his voice is just awesome. Like all the parts he's ever played, he is always murdered.
He's like Morgan Freeman to anime.
He kind of is.
He's like Morgan Freeman
like
to
if he was to narrate a story, I got no choice. I gotta watch it. Like I'd be stuck. Like anything, it wouldn't even matter. Even if the show was bad, like I still gotta just sit through this part right here.
It's a bad show, but I feel it.
I feel it in the tone. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really killing it.
Yeah.
Like you know who I feel as if never got any play whatsoever. You watched Luke Cage before, right?
Yeah.
You know Shades.
Oh yeah.
Shades never got no play, bro. Like
Theo Rossi.
Yeah. Theo Rossi. Like, I didn't read the comic books too much about Power Man,
right?
But he
looked weird.
He kind of looked weird. The story for him wasn't that great. Like he just kind of got played to the side. Like he was super gangster early on,
right.
And then he just got like side played. Like,
yeah. I don't really think I liked him as that character. Like on Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, he was amazing.
Good. Yeah,
he was fantastic.
But in Shades, it felt weird.
It felt like he was struggling, and then later on, it was a struggle to believe the story going on. Like I was like I hear jail is hard and everything. All that stuff is good. Like
it's like why you date this?
I'm not even gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like do what you want. Do what you feel. But
kind of dating that old woman too.
Like wasn't that super weird? I mean, whatever makes you happy. I guess you got a lot of power and stuff.
The casting got got weird.
The casting got weird a little bit.
Weird.
But even her, she's a great actress.
She's great.
And what's his name? Cottonmouth?
Yeah.
That dude killed
it.
That dude killed it. When she like stomped him out with the mic thing. Oh,
I hated that he went like that.
You asked for it, you wanted it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like he was just getting.
This man was so gangster, he just played piano to soothe his own soul. Like
that's all he did.
Like, I'm about to kill somebody.
I'm about to put the brakes off this dude right here. Like I'm totally about to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who would be like who would be like the dream? You know who it doesn't he also doesn't get any play whatsoever. Phil Lamar, man.
Oh man.
Phil Lamar is the man. Like I for those of you who don't remember Phil Lamar, he was the hyper UPS guy on Mad TV. Mm-hmm. You know, he would always be like, yeah, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Yo, like voice acting has really been like a great avenue for a lot of actors, a lot of people trying to get into acting. A lot of people have been like acting for a while and wanted to fall off, not be in the spotlight.
Voice acting is huge, man.
It's huge.
Even with like when the Boondocks came out.
Oh yeah.
Regina King
came up.
Man.
She came up twice, double strong, you know, like she was killing it for a while. Also, like what's it called? The guy who was playing Uncle Ruckus, he also came up strong too.
Yeah.
Like, he just started walking around with the voice.
He just started being Uncle Ruckus in real life. Like, it was crazy.
Like, how could you even get away with that? Like, how you just gonna walk around? I'm Uncle Ruckus. Like, okay, he is. Legit, I believe it.
Just dressing like him and everything.
Hey man, just totally doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Phil Lamar, man, he did Samurai Jack.
Okay.
You know, he was wasn't he also the accountant in Futurama?
Yes.
Yeah, like he was the accountant in Futurama.
His voice has so much range. Like
it was like it's like a nice deep, you know, range. You know, it can still be kind of hyper. It can still be kind of cool.
He played a Jamaican accent pretty good.
Pretty strong.
Or
I believe
island accent. I'm not going to. I don't know if that was actually a Jamaican accent.
It's Futurama. How far are you gonna get? I mean, Futurama was actually a very super smart show. I'll give it that.
Actually, it was.
It was very smart. Hyper smart. It was really good. And Phil Lamar was a G. He was a total G in it.
Yeah. I like Phil Lamar.
Oh, okay. I got one for you. If you could see, or wait, before I even asked, did you even ever see Power Rangers?
Love Power Rangers.
Love Power Rangers. Okay.
Loved it up until they started going to space.
They went to space?
Yeah.
I stopped at the Ivan Ooze movie.
Oh, that was still like first generation.
That was still like first generation. I dropped off early on, bro.
Yeah.
But out the original crew, which ones would you go for? Like,
you know what?
Like, if you could talk to one of them right now.
If I could talk to one of them, I gotta go with the guy that plays Tommy. Green Ranger.
Green Ranger kind of go. And you know he's still running around doing it. You know he's 50, right? He's like 50. He's still doing.
Wasn't he doing MMA for a little bit?
He was doing MMA.
It's crazy.
That's hilarious.
He started doing it for real.
Oh, I'm sure he didn't last. I'm sure somebody hit him in the face and he was like, time out. He was like, time out.
Tried to morph on him, right?
Tried to morph on him. Hey, he hit him with the one like, senor. That was
Green Ranger.
Senor got stole on.
Green Ranger was the dopest Ranger.
Green Ranger?
He was like the bad guy that went good. Then, you know,
he had the redemption story, you know what I'm saying?
Had the shield for some reason. He had armor on.
He had armor. He had a dagger, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll stab you right now.
Still was getting that work. I was like, that's crazy.
Hey, was playing it on it too, man.
With no lips, like.
Hey, that is hilarious, man.
Nobody would say like, "Yo, that's Godzilla." It ain't even a dragon. That's just Godzilla coming out the water.
That looks a lot like a Godzilla if I ever seen one.
Mecha Godzilla. Just Mecha Godzilla.
Oh my God!
Had a driver.
If I had a chance, man. If I could go back. I already know she married with kids and all that, man. I would try and shoot my shot with the Pink Ranger, bro.
Man.
The Pink Ranger, bro, was like that one chick. Like she was like the hot chick out of you know what I'm saying? Like nobody paid attention to the Yellow Ranger. Like nobody cared about her.
True.
You know, she was bad too. But Amy, what's her name? Amy Jo Johnson?
Yeah.
Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, I mean.
She
was too Valley girl for me.
She did say like a lot.
Yeah.
But I thought that was, that was part of her her part, her cast?
I mean, it was Andrew Grove. I'm assuming that was Beverly Hills.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, that universe.
Of that time, you know, of the when we were watching that, the early 90s, we're just totally giving away our age. Like, we old.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the Yellow Ranger got hot after a while with Aisha, you know.
Oh, yeah. I remember Aisha, too. You know what? I take it back. I would take it back. I would go for the Black Yellow Ranger.
She was in the last movie, right?
And
that
yes,
you saw.
Yes, and she had the lock, not the lock. She had like braids.
Yeah, bro, how did you not watch Turbo?
Turbo?
You didn't see Turbo when they had cars?
Turbo?
It kind of got dumb.
Wait. Didn't the Green Ranger get like the minivan? Like, didn't he get like the worst car out of everybody?
Like the dad van or
he
something.
had like the dad creepy van, you know what I'm saying? The old 85 van, bruh. Like, he got the worst deal.
Turbo was pretty bad because they had the little kid that was playing a Blue Ranger after a while. But when he morphed, he turned into an adult.
Yeah, they just threw that in there.
It was like,
you know that kid won a prize? Like, you know he won a sweepstakes? Like, we're going to take you and your family to be on the Power Rangers movie. It's going to be great.
Type thing.
Oh, yeah.
Nah. I thought it was weird that they would just make him grow up like that just because he's a Power Ranger in the uniform. Like, why not just keep it small like a kid? Like...
Because he wouldn't be very effective, I guess. Unless they were doing kind of like the Yoda joint with it, where he was like flipping all the time.
Ineffective at some point in their lives. Oh, like, that's why they had to keep switching up Zoids.
Zoids, man. Zords, bro.
Yes. Yeah.
But I do remember that show, Zoids.
Was good.
Zoids was
That's
tight.
A sleeper. Yeah.
Zoids was tight, man.
Zoids is a sleeper.
I guess we would go over other people. Like, of course, most of the time I would want to interview like casts of like, Steven Universe or, like Samurai Champloo. If we could ever get our hands on that.
I love Adventure Time.
Adventure Time, for real?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite cartoons.
We actually did the cast of Steven Universe.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Like, what's her name? I believe Estelle was in it too, right? Yes. Estelle, she's like the main.
Was Garnet.
Yeah, the purple one.
Red. I think she was red.
She was red. It was like a red kind of purple.
She had a bush.
Yes.
She had a fro.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the music in those. Like the music scenes went hard. Like the music scenes went hard. Like the music scenes went super hard. But one thing that they kind of showed me they told me is like they had. I guess it's very hard for a lot of Asian actors to get into Asian roles.
What?
Yeah, like they were talking about it. They were like, we all happen to be Asian or some part. But for other roles like that, like it's usually very hard for us to get into these roles. I wonder why that is. I don't know. It could be like
it's too familiar or something.
I don't know. I just thought it always like was strange, especially seeing it and having the whole cast. And the cast was fantastic. They were awesome guys.
Yeah. I mean, is that the same artist as Adventure Time? I think they were related somehow.
They are. I think the lady that created. They ain't got Estelle. I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah. I think the lady that created Steven Universe did work on Adventure Time.
Yeah, I think they were somehow related to it.
Yeah, because you could see the artists similar.
Yeah.
In certain areas.
Yeah, like
both
they were
of those
some
are very good shows, though.
Very good shows. Like I think they were great shows, and I think that maybe at another time, at another date, they would deserve a spotlight. But this time, we're gonna give the spotlight to Grappler Baki.
Oh,
Grappler Baki.
We getting into some real stuff right now.
So I just want to start off saying that Grappler Baki is vicious, insane murder porn, and it is fantastic. You should watch it. Grappler Baki, also known as Baki the Grappler in North America, was actually a manga series written and illustrated by Kaisuke Itagaki.
Okay.
And it was originally serialized in the weekly Shonen. Okay. For those who don't know, Shonen is usually a magazine that comes out that keeps track of the most famous anime manga that are coming out right now. Kind of.
Naruto's,
the Bleaches, the One Pieces, to kind of let you know what's vicious, who's tight. And it was actually out there for a long time. And the story follows a teenager named Baki Hanma as he trains with different fighters from around the army and different levels of fighting to kind of get his stuff together to fight his dad. In which he embarrassingly loses, like massively gets himself handed to himself.
The ultimate fighter.
Oh, like his dad is like super gangster of all, like hyper OG.
Okay.
And the other thing that I love about Baki is that there is no magic system, there is no chi, there is no
Straight up
men, there is no. It's straight up, and it's like kind of like power of resolve. You know, power of resolve, and whatever you did like ahead of time. You know, like if you did something ahead of time, you got a knife that comes out your elbow or something. That's just what you got.
Wow.
Don't cover it. Like he just got it. You know.
Yeah. And I saw that. I saw that it was on Netflix. I did watch it. Mm-hmm. Right.
Oh yeah. So you watched the 2018 version?
Yes. I watched it not knowing that there were 2 seasons prior to that.
2 seasons.
So I'm actually watching the other 2 seasons right now. And I love the like old art.
Oh yeah.
Like, that old art from back in the day, like with the Fist of the North Star looking, kind of everybody's kind of cut up.
It's like not only is everyone cut up, and the muscles are really in detail. You know what I'm saying? Like they show the tendons being ripped and stuff like
gross.
that.
Yeah.
But I also like the movement and the style that they have. The art, you can always kind of see that the art is always in a moving kind of sense.
I feel like in the 90s there were more artists that were into like the actual movement of the actual martial art that was being portrayed.
And I feel as if they really covered it. Like the Kenpo dude will really Kenpo you know what I'm saying? Like he's really got it. Like those moves, he is really going to like bring it.
Like the karate guy. His gi is all beat up because he's like, I don't change my gi.
Oh man.
Like,
hey, dude, I don't want to give away. But you know the that part in Baki, the new Baki, where the dude like tries to karate chop it and he just messes himself up.
Yeah.
Like it just goes to show, like, you know, how the younger crowd are kind of trying to divert, you know, like trying to see if they can work the way around the wheel, and other guys who are just staunchly stuck to it. And you can see like the difference in their technique. Like they're both karate guys.
Right.
But
I came up in that karate where I'm going.
Dopo is just
you're not going to make it out of here live.
I've been doing it like karate chop. Like I'm chopping through everything. You know, spoilers. The other dude like tried to karate. He just cut himself up. Like you got to see it, man.
No.
Like
Baki's so old though, man. There can't be any spoilers at this point.
Yeah,
Unless you're talking about 2018.
Well, okay.
I watched that.
Well, the older version has an art style, muscle definition that adds like a new visual level that makes the feats that the fighters produce even more graphic than anime that are out right now, such as Devilman Crybaby.
Oh. Yeah.
You know how Devilman Crybaby was kind of like gratuitous violence, like just kind of blood and everything?
It's just everywhere. It's
like,
kind of like Berserk.
Like Berserk, you know, just kind of like graphic for the sake of graphic. I feel as if like Baki was graphic for the sake of showing how much resolve it takes. You know, like the dude lost his nerve to show that he's blind out one eye. Yeah, you know. To see a dude trying like flex, and you see like an ogre in this dude's back.
Like your back muscles are so defined.
You know, like you sitting there like, yo, what do back muscles even do? Like, how do back muscles work? You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna steal on me extra hard? Is the elbow gonna be super hard? Like, how does that actually work?
That's crazy, because my introduction to Baki's dad was just him in a hotel room
smoking a cigarette,
between 2 chairs. Like, yo, his hip mobility is top notch.
And the way he put it out too, where he flipped and then like kicked the cigarette out, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it was tight, man.
Crazy.
I just really enjoy how, I guess I'll go ahead and ruin the older version of the Bakis that pretty much...
Look, it's 20 years old.
It's 20 years old. You know, if you ain't seen it now, you ain't going to see it. It's on YouTube. It's free. You find it. You got it. You know what I'm saying? But the way that it takes place originally is, you know, the movie that you saw where Baki is like 13, you know, where he goes out, he trains with different people who trained under his father and stuff like that. So he gets the abilities to win, gets, you know, the crap beat out of him. But his mother, who was kind of really into money and stuff like that, kind of like tried to save his life, you know, tried to fight the dad, in which he murders her.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, like he broke like every limb she had, and then just like killed her like she was nothing. Like, how you gonna do that to your baby mama? But
she was probably thotting too much. She had no patience for her, right? So he had no patience. He had
no patience for her whatsoever.
I thank you for raising him to this point, but
he did say thank you.
You're useless to me.
He was like, you're useless. He's like, it mean nothing. Anyway, so like he goes, he does the deep sleep, and then he gets into the tournament. The whole tournament scene really gets on fire, and of course, awesomely, after he fights all these different various artists, he becomes the champion. And, the man, the youngest, the man that there's ever been, the man, and
I ain't gonna lie, man. Baki's one of those animes where you can accidentally slip into it not knowing what you were getting into.
Oh, man.
Right?
Oh, bro. Like, once I saw, the first episode, the 2018 thing, and the dude was, kind of warning the other dudes, he's like, hey, I'm a black belt. And he's like, hey, man, you need to take all the metal off, bruh, because he could kill you with anything, bruh.
Have anything that he can use as a weapon.
Anything.
Just lock him up.
And then to kill somebody through the air vent.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how you get, so he snuck in through the air vent and, grabbed the dude and, held him.
Because my boys love anime. So it's like, I gotta be careful, man.
You can't show your children this.
They watch Naruto. But even Naruto, people be getting murked in there, too. They get murked.
I don't know if we can get derailed. I don't know if we have enough time to get derailed with it, but I would really like to talk about Shippuden versus Boruto. And
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it?
We won't talk about Boruto, okay? Because
we gonna fight. We gonna fight if we talk about Boruto.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
Boruto is trash, cuz. It's trash. You know what? You know what Boruto reminds me of? It reminds me of all the times that my parents looked at me and was like, nah, y'all not ready for the real world, man. Y'all not ready. Y'all can't handle it. I feel like Naruto, the Hokage, just looking at everybody, just none of y'all are ready.
Y'all know nothing about.
None of your kids are ready.
What it's like.
All of your kids are trash. Look at that shadow possession jutsu. All of y'all are trash.
Right.
Look at my son. He only got 5 clones. He only do 4 or 5 clones.
My kids right now are the kids in Boruto.
The kids in Boruto?
I think about how I grew up, and I was like, man, I was, so far away. I was down Fort DuPont Park by myself when I was young. I cannot imagine.
Oh, my God.
I can't imagine.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine, telling your kids about it, and your kids be like, so what, Dad? It doesn't even matter.
Come on.
I fought in 2 wars before you was born. Before I hit puberty, son. I was fighting in war.
I wasn't even, your uncle wasn't even 6 years old.
You know what I'm saying?
Before he caught his first body.
Killed a man with his bare hands, the shadow possession, choked him out,
dang,
just to live.
Boruto is, what was that mini Gundam show that came out? You remember that?
Oh, with the little tiny Gundams? That little tiny Gundam joint was trash,
it was
bruh.
Stupid.
I don't even remember it. I don't even remember the name of it. It was so trash.
It was pretty bad.
It was. I can't even remember
Chibi Gundam.
Yeah, it was Chibi Gundam or something like that. We should really just dedicate to a show to anime that we don't like. Anime that is just bad. That is just no good. But
no good anime.
With the little bit of time that we have, I guess that we can go into some quick news. So first thing that we got, and this is going to be from a really interesting perspective. The first high school to launch an esports league. How do you feel about that real quick?
I love it.
You love it?
I love the idea.
Could you imagine, as a dad, coaching your kids onto playing, Rocket League? And,
Absolutely.
That would be vicious, right?
Absolutely.
Kid getting a scholarship, you know what I'm saying? Going to college, playing Rocket League.
Esports is becoming a big thing. I think it was a matter of time before this came about, because I think the colleges already have started.
They're already trying to jump on board.
Yeah, they're already started, especially with Rocket League. I know for a fact they have Rocket League leagues in college.
Oh, yeah. Just like they got Overwatch, yeah.
Yep. So I'm not surprised that this school
in
Oklahoma has started a Rocket League team. It makes perfect sense.
I think it's amazing. I think it's a great way.
The only drawback, though, I can see coming up is that schools are pretty cheap. School districts don't get much money, and it's going to take a lot of hardware.
Oh, yeah.
For that game to run smooth and for them to host tournaments.
But it gives, companies the leeway to come through and sponsor folks, it's weird to kind of have a video game company help the school before, but now they can be really involved. They can be like Chick-fil-A. They can sponsor games and tournaments and stuff like that.
Local community
That would
outreach.
be tight.
Yep.
For Windows, just go ahead. Microsoft just sponsor some stuff.
There's plenty of opportunity there. But that would be my only drawback that I see coming up is that the funding. Because I know how much it takes and how much power the computers need to have. And, you know, most schools only have so much power to like just print your documents out.
And that's it. Like
do your schoolwork.
Yeah, like our network does not facilitate playing online. Like we can't do none of that. Like we can't facilitate none of that.
But as a thing, yeah, I think it's a great idea. I'm all for it.
I'm also all for it.
So long as they keep it
educational?
Educational under the same structure as most school sports. Like your grades got to be right. You got to come to practice, you know, be disciplined, you know, and making them mature, basically.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. I think it should be like that all across the board. You know what I'm saying? I think you should get girls off of playing video games. Teachers should give you leeway for playing video games. Like, yo, I'm playing for the school, you feel me?
Right.
I got to do this. I got to be focused. I can't be doing history like that.
Right. No, I feel you. I'm all for it.
Oh, yeah.
Great idea and great opportunity.
Great opportunity. And I think more people should be informed about it, too. Yep. Like, I think it's going to be a great opportunity, especially for people who are not always as physically inclined as everybody else. You know, but real quick, we want to go ahead and talk about Netflix. One of the biggest producers of shows and animes out right now is going to be teaming up with anime forums to create game adaptions that I will love for no reason.
No, you have a reason, but Netflix for me is not the place I would go for my anime or anything animation related.
Fate Zero.
No.
What? Fate Zero went hard.
It was okay.
Fate with the.
It was okay. It was
Saber.
okay. Their catalog of anime and animation from Japan is limited.
Is limited. Yeah.
But with this being said, maybe this is an opportunity for them to team up with these anime studios for these game adaptations to expand and do something different.
I think so. I think like if Netflix wants to create other shows, if Netflix wants to create other animes, I think why not other games? Because usually what most folks don't see is that there is a cyclical kind of motion between people who buy anime and the anime comes out to the system and they buy the game system.
Yes.
And a lot of viewers are usually a lot of players, and a lot of players, a lot of viewers, you know, and we all go to conventions.
With that, I think they're smart because they'll grab more of an audience if people know, hey, my favorite video game is becoming this animation series.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I'm all for it.
I'm super all for it. Well, I think we just ran out of time, man, but I enjoyed it. This is our first day. Check us out, man. You got to check us out. We got social media. Check us out on Twitter at coplaymedia.com, Facebook at coplay.media, website at coplaymedia.com, YouTube at everything is Coplay Media. I don't even know why I said it like this. Just check us out, man. It's not Coldplay, by the way. It's Coplay. Coplay Media.
Tune in to dcradio.gov, 96.3 HD4, and hashtag DC Radio.
Yeah.
You've been listening to CoPlay Media with hosts DeAyres and D-MO. For more information on CoPlay Media and the Blerd community, visit coplaymedia.com or the CoPlay Media page at dc.radio.gov.
いつか帰らぬことに目覚めた時に一人 気づきあなた探すたびに今呼び覚ます記憶の中でいつ歩き出すあなたの元へまた夜が明ければお別れ夢は時幻にあなたを追いかけていた光の中で抱かれるたび暖かい風を頼り春を告げ踊り出サンシャイン夏を見るじ野原から草川秋の月登ったままるさを祝い冬を過ぎまた月日数え君によりらない時方よりに君で見た花の香り片目に結びゆく道あらばまた帰り目流れる涙を止めそ加熱追い風叫ぶ静寂を壊すの何もそれ進むの黄金の花が運ぶの優しさにあなたに再び会いに今静寂を壊すの何もそれ進むの黄金の花が運ぶの優しさにあなたに再び会いに春を告げ踊り出サンシャイン夏を見るじ野原から草川秋の月登ったままるさを祝い
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out.
The pandemic has been hard on all our kids. New studies show more than 1 in 3 children who started school in the pandemic now need intensive reading help. That's right. Millions of kids in kindergarten through 3rd grade in the United States cannot read at grade level. Here's the good news. Your child can be reading in just 30 days, guaranteed, with Hooked on Phonics. Even if your child has been struggling, Hooked on Phonics will teach your child to read in just 30 days, guaranteed. And right now, you can get started for just $1. Text the word GRADE to 323232 right now. Hooked on Phonics is highly effective and incredibly fun, and everything can be done right from home and in less than 20 minutes a day. For more than 30 years, Hooked on Phonics has been the proven learn-to-read program that kids love to use. Text GRADE to 323232 and teach your child to read in just 30 days, guaranteed. Text GRADE to 323232 right now and get started for just $1. Text GRADE to 323232 now. Text GRADE to 323232.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out.
The pandemic has been hard on all our kids. New studies show more than 1 in 3 children who started school in the pandemic now need intensive reading help. That's right. Millions of kids in kindergarten through 3rd grade in the United States cannot read at grade level. Here's the good news. Your child can be reading in just 30 days, guaranteed, with Hooked on Phonics. Even if your child has been struggling, Hooked on Phonics will teach your child to read in just 30 days, guaranteed. And right now, you can get started for just $1. Text the word GRADE to 323232 right now. Hooked on Phonics is highly effective and incredibly fun, and everything can be done right from home and in less than 20 minutes a day. For more than 30 years, Hooked on Phonics has been the proven learn-to-read program that kids love to use. Text GRADE to 323232 and teach your child to read in just 30 days, guaranteed. Text GRADE to 323232 right now and get started for just $1. Text GRADE to 323232 now. Text GRADE to 323232.